When I set out to start what I thought was just a side hustle years ago, it really never dawned on me that we could be where we are now. But it seems that the problem that we are trying to solve is much bigger than I ever realized. Maybe it'd be helpful if I took just a minute to tell you how we got going. I was a pastor for about 15, 16 years, mostly as a senior pastor, and in a really great church. First Presbyterian Houston was my last church that I served. I left there and went into the corporate world and did a one-year rotation in a HR department at a very large company, a Fortune 200 company. And during that time, the CEO said, I've been here 9.5 years, and that's a long time for a company our size. I didn't know just how long that was. But it's time to find my replacement. They hired this thing called a search firm. I'd never heard of such a thing, but I got to be part of the team for that succession. Now, I'll put a period in that for a minute and go back to the church world. First Presbyterian Houston, one of the best churches in the Presbyterian world. They took almost 3 years to find me. And everybody thought that was normal. I was there 6 years. And then they took almost 3 years to find the next guy. And everybody thought that was normal. Fast forward back to this oil and gas company I worked for, and they hire this search firm, and 90 days later, they have a new CEO. I remember looking back and thinking, First Presbyterian Houston took 6 years of 12 looking for a leader. 6 years with a leader, 6 years looking for a leader. Oil and gas company, they took 90 days with a search firm. And it just made me say, why does the business world have a better solution for this than the bride of Jesus? So I went home and I was talking to my wife. We'd just gotten married. We'd just blended our families, 6 kids, a house we could barely afford. Everything's going crazy. And I said, hey, baby, I think I'm supposed to quit my job and start something new for churches. Fast forward now, almost 17 years. We have been able to complete over 3,500 searches. We've gotten to work all over the world, and there's been so much momentum that I can't take credit for. Why? Because there's a problem bigger than I realized. I think in any organization, but particularly in churches and schools and nonprofits, the 2 challenges that are always in front of the team that's leading is, where are we going to find resources, and where are we going to find the right team members? And I don't know anything that slows down an organization more than people problems. So if we can be a small part of solving your people problems, then you can go farther and faster on the mission Jesus has called you to. Now, we don't know it all, and we certainly don't know your organization as well as you do. But I do know this. We've been up and down this hill thousands of times now, and we're committed to becoming a student of you, so that we can say, how do we help you solve a people problem so you can go farther and faster? I'm so glad that years ago, God guided me through what I thought was just one little thing into a much bigger mission. And I hope and pray that we get the chance to serve you on that mission so that we can all join an effort to overpopulate heaven.